Hello, it's Tom here from Everything is Nothing, and today I'll be reading letter 11 on the blush of modesty from Seneca to Lucilius. I don't think we ever know if Lucilius wrote back. Who knows? Maybe he did, maybe he didn't. If you just joined us and wondering what's going on, I'm reading the letters of Seneca, who's an ancient Stoic, and seeing what lessons we can learn from some of his letters that he was sending to his mate Lucilius. Today is on the blush of modesty, which is, you may think, is to do with being modest, but it's not. It's actually about blushing. He's written a letter about blushing. So well, enjoy. And don't forget to subscribe, and if you disagree with what I'm saying, leave a comment below. Please do. Your friend and I have had a conversation. He is a man of ability. His very first words showed what spirit and understanding he possesses, and what progress he has already made. He gave me a foretaste, and he will not fail to answer thereto. For he spoke not from full thought, but was suddenly caught off guard. When he tried to collect himself, he could scarcely banish that hue of modesty, which is a good sign in a young man. The blush that spread all over his face seemed to rise from the depths, and I feel sure his habit of blushing will stay with him after he has strengthened his character, stripped off all his faults, and become wise. For by no wisdom can natural weakness of the body be removed. That which is implanted and inborn can be toned down by training, but not overcome. The steadiest speaker, when before the public, often breaks into a perspiration, as if he had wearied or overheated himself. Some tremble in the knees when they rise to speak. I know of some whose teeth chatter, whose tongues falter, whose lips quiver. Training and experience can never shake off this habit. Nature exerts her own power, and through such a weakness makes her presence known to even the strongest. I know that blush too is a habit of this sort, spreading suddenly over the faces of the most dignified men. It is indeed more prevalent in youth because of the warmer blood and the sensitive countenance. Nevertheless, both seasoned men and aged men are affected by it. Some are most dangerous when they redden, as if they were letting all of their sense of shame escape. Sulla, when the blood mantles his cheeks, was in his fiercest mood. Pompey had the most sensitive cast of his countenance. He always blushed in the presence of a gathering, and especially at a public assembly. Fabianus also, I remember, reddened when he appeared as a witness before the Senate, and his embarrassment came to a remarkable degree. Such a habit is not due to mental weakness, but to the novelty of a situation. An inexperienced person is not necessarily confused, but usually is affected because he slips into this habit by natural tendency of the body. Just as certain men are full-blooded, so others are a quick and mobile blood that rushes to the face at once. As I remarked, wisdom can never remove this habit, for if she could rub out all of our faults, she would be mistress of the universe. Whatever is assigned to us by the terms of our birth and the blend of our constitutions will stick with us, no matter how hard or how long the soul may have tried to master itself, and we cannot forbid these feelings any more than we can summon them. Actors in a theatre who imitate the emotions, who portray fear and nervousness, who depict sorrow, imitate bashfulness by hanging their heads, lowering their voices, and keeping their eyes fixed and rooted upon the ground. They cannot, however, muster a blush, for the blush cannot be prevented or acquired. Wisdom will not assure us of a remedy, or give us help against it. It comes or goes unbidden, and is a law unto itself. But my letter calls for its closing sentence. Hear and take to heart this useful and wholesome motto. Cherish some man of high character, and keep him for ever before your eyes, living as if he were watching you, and ordering all your actions as if he beheld them. Such, my dear Lucilius, is the counsel of Epicurus. He has quite properly given us a guardian and attendant. We can get rid of most of our sins if we have a witness who stands near us when we are likely to go wrong. The soul should have someone whom it can respect, one by whose authority it may make even its inner shrine more hallowed. Happy is the man who can make others better, not merely when he is in their company, but even when he is in their thoughts. And happy also is he who can so revere a man as to calm and regulate himself by calling him to mind. One who can so revere another will soon be himself worthy of reverence. Choose therefore a Cato, or if Cato seems too severe a model, choose some Leaeus, her gentler spirit. Choose a master whose life, conversation and soul-expressing face have satisfied you. Picture him always to yourself as your protector or your pattern. For we must indeed have someone according to whom we may regulate our characters. You can never straighten that which is crooked unless you use a ruler. Farewell. Magic, right? I love that. It's great. He's a written letter. This is what I think about blushing. Everyone blushes, it's all right. He's chatted to Lucilius's mate. He's been caught unawares. He's blushed, and Seneca's decided to write a letter about it. It's brilliant. That's great, isn't it? Yeah, and I think this is a nice letter. I think a part of it, if we were to look into it for a Stoic meaning, is possibly that we can, as hard as we want to work to make ourselves better people and to live by the virtues and those sorts of things, there will always be some things that we can't change about ourselves, and those are things that we should accept, like blushing, apparently. Yeah, you can't change it, accept it, live with it. And then we've got a nice tasty bit at the end, where he says, kind of, imagine some master to help you go wrong. So if they're constantly in your thoughts, you're kind of thinking, what would Cato do? It's more likely to kind of keep you on the straight and narrow, I think is what he's getting at, which is nice. But yeah, if you got to blush, you got to blush. That's all right. Nothing's going to change that. Live with it. Enjoy it. All right. Don't forget to subscribe. See you soon. Bye.